On Saturday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the G20 summit in Italy's Rome. As the leaders of the world's 20 major economies met for the first time in person since the COVID-19 pandemic, the agenda consisted of climate change, economic recovery, the pandemic, and the global minimum corporate tax rate. The world leaders were joined by healthcare frontline workers for a family photograph at the Roma Convention Center in Rome. Before the family photograph, PM Narendra Modi had a brief interaction with French President Emmanuel Macron. PM Narendra Modi was also photographed with US President Joe Biden. The opening session on Saturday focused on global health and the economy, with a meeting on the sidelines between US President Joe Biden, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, French President Emmanuel Macron, and UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson to discuss Iran's nuclear program. Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi called for greater efforts to provide vaccines to the world's poorer countries. He underlined that while 70% of people in rich countries have been vaccinated, only 3% in the poorest countries have had their slots. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Pope Francis on Saturday as part of his Rome visit for the G20 summit. This was PM Modi's first ever one-on-one meeting with Pope Francis. PM Modi and the Pope discussed a wide range of issues which aimed at making the planet better, including fighting climate change and removing poverty. The Prime Minister has also invited Pope Francis to visit India soon, which was accepted with pleasure, a press release by the Ministry of External Affairs said. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar accompanied Prime Minister Modi to meet Pope Francis. The meeting took place at the Apostolic Palace in Vatican, the Ministry of External Affairs said in a press release. According to sources, the meeting, which was scheduled only for 20 minutes, went on for an hour. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi arrived in Goa on Saturday ahead of next year's assembly elections in the state. The Congress leader drove to the fishing village of Velsao, where he met with the fishermen. Addressing the fishing community, Rahul Gandhi said, "Idea of this program is to speak to you people. I want to hear what is in your heart." The Congress leader emphasized that the party wants to safeguard the interest of Goa and protect its environment. "We want to protect your interest. If it doesn't benefit Goa, we don't want it to be a coal hub," Rahul Gandhi said. He asked to be treated like a family member and claimed that he will deliver what he promised. Kannada superstar Punit Rajkumar, fondly called as Appu by his fans, breathed his last after suffering a massive heart attack on October 29th. He will be cremated with full state honours on October 31st, that is Sunday. The cremation will happen at Bangaluru's Kantivira studio next to his father's memorial. This is where Punit's father and legendary actor Dr. Rajkumar was buried. After suffering massive heart attack on October 29th, Punit Rajkumar was rushed to Vikram Hospital in Bangalore. He was brought to the hospital in a non-responsive state. Despite taking extreme measures, Punit Rajkumar could not be resuscitated. He was declared dead at 2:30 p.m. Indian captain Virat Kohli condemned the abuse directed at Mohammad Shami on social media after India's 10-wicket defeat to Pakistan in a T20 World Cup 2021 Super 12 match on Sunday, saying that targeting someone for their religion is the most pathetic thing to do as a human being. Virat Kohli, who had labelled online trolls as spineless, said that lack of understanding of Mohammad Shami's passion for the country is sad to see and that he has no time for such people in his life. The Indian captain said the team stands by their senior fast bowler and back him 200%.